Hello, and welcome to this tutorial about the Structured Trauma-Related Experiences and Symptoms Screener, or the STRESS. This is a readout that you will have emailed to you after completing the STRESS. These will be emailed once a week to the appropriate clinicians. And this is for a child screener, or the child STRESS. And it's broken up into a couple of different areas. First, at the top here, we have the provider, we have the program, the CID of the child, and also what sort of test was being completed. In this case, it's the child one. We also have the different symptoms, which is intrusion, avoidance, cognitive mood, and arousal reactivity. Over in this area, we have a checklist of the different experiences that a child has expressed that they have experienced. Then down here at the bottom, we have the specific questions and how they rated each of those questions. And then there's also a section that deals with how the trauma might be impacting their day-to-day lives. So that's a very quick overview. So let's go a little bit step by step here. Specifically, let's look at the different symptoms. So what you'll see here is there's two different scores. The idea is that we had the original score, and then we ended up having a follow-up test. So anything that happens to be in this red area means that they meet the criteria for this particular symptom. So in this case, this client is meeting the symptom for intrusion. However, they do not meet avoidance. And then here, on their second readout, they do happen to meet the cognitive mood. On their original readout, they did not. Then for arousal reactivity, once again, they meet it for the arousal reactivity, but they don't meet it during their first test. This is supposed to be a guide for you to understand what sort of symptoms that your client is reporting, and then from there it may be a tool that you can use to assess for PTSD within your clients. In this area specifically, it will show the different traumatic events that the child has expressed. So whether it be that they've had to stay in the hospital, anyone that they know may have been beaten so badly that they had bruises, cuts, or injuries. Then further down, we do have the areas in which they say that they have difficulty from a day-to-day basis, such as whether or not it's making or keeping friends, doing their schoolwork. So you're going to be able to see this area as well. And then as the last part here, you see the scores from the original test to the second test. This is simply an example that you'll have, so then you could make a comparison from the baseline to one that was done 6 months after to the 6 months after. Ideally, these are completed every 6 months so that then you can start seeing a trend within the clients to determine if there are changes within their symptoms or in traumatic events, or if there are changes in what we're seeing from one readout to the next. Thank you.